Hello and welcome to this special bonus episode of God-Sized Stories. If you saw earlier this week, I recorded with my friends Andy and Corey about their hobby of playing video games. And at the end of the episode, we highlighted, hey, there's a little bit more of this thing in the game to finish. So we spent the next hour just having good friendly conversations and finishing the power washing. So if that's something that interests you, please watch along. I got great enjoyment out of doing this. It was a great comfort for me to reconnect with some dear friends. But if that's something that you're like, that's not really my thing, that's totally fine. You're not missing any life-changing, life-altering, God-sized stories in that. Feel free to just move on. Wait for next week's episode where we get back into our normal schedule. But I figured I had this content, I might as well give it to some friends that wish to see it. Enjoy.
How do I
That's
get the
enough dead air
graffiti off
between.
the
We can.
wall?
You need a stronger
The sprayer?
spray. Get the one that's like a straight line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, I won't directly interrupt.
Well, now there's no direct. Now it doesn't matter. Now we're just talking.
Oh, okay.
We are now in the bonus section. If and so this ever exists. I am trying to finish this dragon.
I gave up. I
He
can't.
has,
I don't know how to finish it. So I'm on.
he has many nooks and crannies.
Wait,
Remix.
did you leave, Corey?
I'm playing a different game. No, I'm.
Oh, so fast.
Yeah. No, I'm in this weird like little arrow archery thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Oh, now
Um,
whatever I'm using now is strong and has a pretty wide spray. This is pretty nice. And it
The
can't even get the graffiti off.
one of the things one of the controls I didn't tell you guys is crouch. If you haven't figured that out
Yeah, I
yet.
figured it out. You know,
Yeah,
you can
me too.
even crawl too, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Is there? I wasn't sure if there's like, because I feel like there's like some scummy spots on like the edges. Do I have to use like a soap or something like that to get rid
You
of those?
can, but
No, there's a
Yeah.
steamer.
Is it steamer?
yeah, and if you push
Yes.
select,
I
you
think it's a
can you can
steamer.
put a cleaning nozzle on, like a soap nozzle, and you have limited amounts of soap.
Oh, okay. Multi-purpose cleaner. I'm gonna try it.
Where'd you get the cleaner?
Where's the last bit of this dragon? This is
A
gonna drive me
cleaning
insane.
liquid. Grass cleaner.
Clothing.
Multi-purpose.
Oh yeah, I don't have any other clothing. I just got my suit. Okay. Yeah, like Craig
Ooh.
said, if you hit select.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I feel like it still hasn't said that because I ended up going
Yeah.
up the stairs. Oh, there, cave cleaned. Like I feel like this castle still isn't clean. Oh, there we go. Now this whatever I'm using is working really good.
Yeah.
And keep doing it.
Problem though is you'll run out of the soap pretty quick. If you
Yeah.
have money, you can buy more.
I doubt I have much money.
Yeah, I think I did.
I guess
how
if
much
we're at
money
80%
we've
clean, then
earned.
I must be. I guess the castle part's probably clean.
Well, is there any more bar left on it?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, I see.
That's how you can tell. Yeah.
Castle keep floor. Yeah, there's still a lot of bar left. Oh, well, wait. What is blue filled in or is white filled in?
White is you still need to clean it.
That's how much I need to clean it.
The white is how much is left you need to clean.
Oh, okay. So I'm close then. I was gonna say
Okay.
if it was the other way, I was gonna be really confused because it would be almost completely unfull. All right, we'll just go back to no cleaner.
This is incredibly
Nozzle.
faster with more people.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is taking forever. I did not know that this. I thought you'd be like, I'm just gonna spray and then you're done.
Well,
This is
Like-
this is more of like a mid game. You
Okay.
unlock it.
Got it.
Like that first one we were testing out on, if we would have done that,
Mid-level
it probably
challenge.
would have taken us 10 minutes.
oh,
Okay.
yeah, that's fair.
But I'm glad we went with this because I didn't want to deal with like in the middle of talking about questions like trying to load up a new map and all that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because that would have been
Right.
annoying.
Yeah, no, this is good for the episode. Yeah, I'm just saying if I'm playing this by myself, I'm like,
Oh yeah.
There's a
No,
lot.
it is a multi sit for some of these.
I
I
think-
was
yeah, I
saying
could
like That's what I was saying. Like there was a couple days. Like I remember one day there was one level I played. It's like there's like a subway one, and that one is really hard. And I sat and listened to the whole book of Acts.
Wow.
There you go.
It was great.
The whole book.
The whole book of Acts.
How long is an audiobook of Acts, I wonder now? I mean,
I don't remember, but it was long.
It was long.
Now I kind of want to know.
Acts has grown to be one of my like favorite books of the Bible. I used to
Yeah.
find Paul anything relating to Paul really hard, and I feel like I grow with it as I get older, and I
Let's
appreciate it
see.
more.
Anywhere between 2.5 to 3 hours.
Okay, yeah, I could see that. Whoa, I didn't mean to do
Have
that.
you guys ever listened to? There's this musical group called Streetlights.
No.
No.
It's very, very entertaining. And it's also very good for me for that same like distract kind of thing where they put like almost hip hop beats behind somebody reading, but they're reading it like when I say dramatic, I don't mean like overly dramatic, but like they put
Oh,
emphasis
okay.
when there's supposed to be emphasis and stuff. So it feels like if someone's talking, they're talking it like somebody would actually be talking, unlike a lot of audio versions of the Bible where they're reading very monotone.
Hmm.
But yeah, this group Streetlights, they just and they have so much of the Bible done, and then like
Hmm,
as well in Spanish, which is really kind of awesome to
that's
listen to.
interesting. Is it a Christian group, or are they just reading the Bible because it's considered a
Yeah, no,
famous literature?
they're Christian musicians that they're trying
Oh,
to make
okay.
the Bible accessible to
Well,
people that are more musically inclined potentially.
that's really cool. I
Interesting.
mean, in an era where things like Hamilton are really popular, I could see that
Mm-hmm.
kind of making sense. I saw Hamilton
Yes.
this last year. It was good.
Where'd you see it at?
In Chicago with
Chicago.
It's
yeah,
one of my favorite musicals.
it was
Really?
it was
It's
really
really
good.
good live, yeah.
It was interesting. I got really scared for the first 3 minutes. I was
Why?
like, "Oh my gosh, I don't know if this is going to be for me." And then
Oh, okay.
I kind of like adapted to it. But I guess I proverbially, if it was like a treadmill, the first thing I did was step on it and go face first in the ground. And then after a couple minutes, I figured out how to work it. But at first,
So
I
you
was
do
like,
have to
"Oh
get yourself
no."
you have to get yourself in the right headspace to do like a music hall.
Yeah.
And be like sit through one.
Well, that
I
one's very
love that. I love them
specific
too.
So
I
that
love them
one,
too. I'm just saying like you gotta like,
yeah.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
be okay with the fact that they're just gonna sing the entire time.
Yeah, well, and it was just the like the rap aspect of it, and it's like I
Oh,
know that that's what it's known for, but I
yeah.
guess everyone has a plan until he gets punched in the face. So as much as I knew what it was, I didn't know what it was until I was in the audience listening to it, and
Mm.
then but yeah, I mean, I definitely started to appreciate it after just a couple minutes. But I had that brief moment though.
Yeah, I've actually never gone to stuff like that live because I'm cheap.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, it's worth it, dude.
I
If they're not like that
I know.
expensive, for like if you and Alicia, I mean, if it's just you, then no, it's not worth it. But it's a great way to like do something with your significant other.
Yeah, well, and she really loves that musical. Like we've watched the recorded one many times now. Well, especially
Oh,
her.
well, I will say if you go to Chicago, it's not going to be anything like seeing
Well, yeah,
Lin-Manuel
no,
live, but yeah, it's
it's a
still
huge
very
difference
good.
for off Broadway, I'm sure.
Well, it's still Broadway, but off. Yeah,
That's true, but
it's just yeah, it's not New York Broadway,
yeah,
but it's still Broadway talent.
but then I gotta
Yeah,
go
it's
to the
still the
city.
the touring group. Hey, what's the gnome, by the way? Why can I pick him up? What's
This is the thing in this game.
why
There's
is he special?
the gnomes in every place.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then some levels have achievements based on the gnome that
Really?
some of them are quite infuriating.
Like putting them somewhere specific.
Yes, or not moving them.
Oh, like don't touch them.
Like,
That's
yeah, make sure.
interesting.
Like, there's this one that
Well,
it's like he's on top of this. It's like a haunted house. It looks like the Addams Family house almost.
hmm.
And he's at the very pinnacle of the house, and it's like, don't knock him off. And it's like
Oh,
really hard
because yeah, you
to
probably gotta
not knock
watch
him off.
that part of the house
Uh-huh.
still.
Uh-huh.
Darn you know me. All right, now all of a sudden I feel like the grime is coming off the floor, whereas before it never did. I don't know if it's because I changed sprayers or what, but
What color are you using?
well now I'm using I went back to the regular one, I think, so the 40 degree.
I don't know the numbers. I
Rated.
just know the colors.
It's green. It's green on the end.
Okay.
But before I was just using the base one, so maybe
Oh,
the
the white
base
one?
Yeah,
Oh gosh, yeah, no, I never use white.
I didn't know any better.
What color do you use?
I'm a
Yellow or green.
I'm a power wash noob.
That's fair.
Get it together, Andy.
I know.
If I had my other power wash stuff, because since they took it all from me, like then I will often use the white, but the white on that one is just as powerful as like the green and yellow on this one.
Hmm.
But they took it from me.
Oh, really? They changed it? They nerfed Power Wash Simulator?
No, it's the level we're doing is like a challenge.
Oh, I see. I see. Eighth hole cleaned.
I want this floor clean. Where am I missing? See no yellow.
How do you get to the top of this thing? Oh, well,
You can jump on like everything.
Yeah, you
can't
can
get to
you
the
can
top
parkour
of
pretty well. There's also a ladder
ladders.
by the entrance. Yeah, go up to the ladder and push down on it, and you'll on the
Do that.
D-pad, and you'll pick it up.
Where
So I don't think there's really anything left. Oh, there's still spots, isn't there? Oh. Man, you told me about hitting this button that highlights all the grimy spots, and that's like some sort of
Game changer.
germophobic moment for me, though, because I'm like, "Oh, it's all still dirty. Everything's dirty. All the things I couldn't even see."
Oh man, I'm sure we probably have told you, Corey, but have we ever told you the story of Malcolm Palm?
no.
Oh, man.
So the night before my wedding, because Andy was there for this since he was in my wedding. All the guys stayed at my parents' house, and we like we had the rehearsal dinner. We went out to a couple places, and then we went back to my parents, and we're just playing N64 till the latest hours of the night, and we were playing Smash Brothers. And Kevin was there because Kevin was in my wedding also from Emmaus.
Evan
Yeah.
Singer. Yep.
And he's like, "Oh, sweet. I get to be Malcolm Palm."
Well,
Like this.
it was even
What?
better was that he picked somebody else. Well, he was referring to Captain Falcon. I'm sorry to interrupt, Craig.
No,
like,
please.
He started I don't know, we played like your standard 4-player Smash round, and also I have to add that we were also eating the largest, most absurd bowl, like a giant metal like mixing bowl that was like seriously like I don't know, like a foot in diameter and was quite deep and was just literally to the top jam-packed with tater tots.
Oh yeah, that's yep.
Nice.
Yeah,
We
we
bought
got
at the Woodman's.
yeah, it was literally like it was probably had like 200 tater tots in that bowl.
Oh yeah.
It was so
We
many.
probably bought the 10-pound bag of tater tots and went to town.
It was amazing. But yeah, Craig's parents' basement, giant just tub of tater tots, and we start playing Smash, N64 Smash, and Kevin picks, I don't know who he picked. Let's just say he picked Kirby, and he loses, but like right as
Oh
he's
yeah.
losing, as if he like picked the wrong club in golf, just was like, oh, should have picked Malcolm Palm. Like, oh yeah, Malcolm Palm, that classic Nintendo character. Who?
Well,
He meant Captain Falcon, but
that's
just decided
weird.
his name was Malcolm Palm. For, and he was completely dead serious about it.
Oh, it was so good.
Oh,
That's
should have
weird.
picked Malcolm Palm. It's like, oh man, you really should have. That Malcolm
Yes,
Palm
like
clutch choice right there.
should have picked him so I know who the heck you're talking about.
Well, it was like because you could tell it was like the mix between Captain Falcon, like Falcon and Falcon Punch. It was like
Yeah,
I don't know, but it was just like where did, but it was also like complete gibberish. So it was just the perfect combination.
that's funny.
It was great. Oh, should have picked Malcolm Palm. That's really what sold it. Was just how like, oh, that was my favorite part at least.
Yeah.
That was a good weekend. That was fun.
It was. And then we got to just wake up and eat sloppy joes and watch Three Stooges.
It's, it's kind of funny. That day was a really long day, and I don't mean that in
It
a
was a
bad
very,
way, but I mean
no, it
like,
was a very long day.
yeah, it's just like the way the day was laid out. It made it like, I guess you always kind of think the day of a wedding is like as soon as you step out of bed, it's just go, go, go. But for whatever reason, with your day, there was plenty of time for that, but there's also a ton of time for just like, we're just still here. Still like at your parents' house hanging out. And yeah, I forgot about that. I remember that as soon as I got back in the car, I literally passed out like instantly. Like, there was just no energy left. Good thing someone else is driving, I guess. But it was a
Why
good
can't
day.
I'm missing the speck on this floor somewhere, and it's driving me insane.
So how
I'm missing it.
granular do you have to
There we go.
be? Is it really
Not
that?
not usually too bad, because like
Okay. Well, maybe.
once you get to a good percentage of that space, it just says, yeah, you're good enough, and you don't even have to get it all. It'll just disappear. The rest of it will just be gone.
Okay, that's really nice. Somehow I'm
Which
just
you
not getting whatever these little bits of the cat. Oh, here. Right here, maybe?
like, especially if you play some of the levels that have like a lot of just really big open floor, you'll be like, I didn't get this huge giant space still. Why is it saying I'm done?
Hmm. It kind of knows like when to percentage out,
Mm-hmm.
because otherwise it would just be like you'd have to be really,
Nightmare. Yeah.
yeah, you'd have to be really meticulous about doing it.
So
Nice.
close. Nine.
Total castle. So yeah, what if I could finish the castle? I bet that would put quite a few percentages. Oh, I didn't do under the moat. Maybe that's why. Under the drawbridge.
Boardwalk.
Oh, man. So how about if this is the bonus episode of the podcast? I apologize if I'm getting too specific now, but
No, that's fine.
how about that CM Punk?
You go.
Here you go. I just
What was his injury
all of
again?
my vitriol aside for the night of, but just the fact that like he came back, that was his first match,
Yep.
and he immediately
He
gets super
tore
hurt.
his tricep.
His tricep. Yeah,
Oh boy.
he'll be out 4 to 6 months.
Yep.
I don't want to hate the man. He just he makes me. It's just his what tends to happen with him is just I don't know. It's just kind of funny. It's just so much hype, and
Yep.
then nothing comes of it.
Punk, you make
What are
me
you gonna do?
angry, Punk.
I'll give him credit that it seems like he's I don't know, like the WWE scenario. It seems better for him now. Like
Potentially.
he's been doing a lot of like behind the scenes stuff or like little
That is true.
extra videos. He's surprised that I can't remember her name right now. The girl in NXT, because she was like a big fan of his, and there's old video footage of her seeing
was it-
him at like
Was it
a
Roxanne?
signing. No, it's not Roxanne Perez.
Someone else?
It's what's her name? She's dating Braun Breaker.
Oh.
The girl who was the skater girl who was like a kind of
Oh,
annoying
Cora
face.
Jade.
Cora Jade. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a
You
big
go.
punk fan. Yeah, she got hurt too. Ironically,
Again.
maybe he shouldn't have visited her because now he got hurt. Her leg got hurt. His arm got hurt. He invoked that.
One of the funniest quotes I saw from CM Punk on the other day was that he's like, yeah, being the best in the world doesn't mean I have to win all the time. I don't care if I win or not. I was like,
Yeah,
you
that was in the promo
absolutely,
for Monday.
you absolutely do
Yeah.
care. What are you talking about? Whether you care or not, that's all you care about. It's like the one thing that annoys people about you is that you care deeply whether or not you are at the top of
I
the
mean,
guys.
yeah, taking that out of context, that sounds really bad. I felt like in the promo it kind of worked,
It's a good, yeah, it's
but
a good like baby face promo, but like, and it's a good sympathetic one, that he just cares about being a hard worker or whatever. But like, it's not true. Like that's definitely not,
well,
like
that is fair. Oh
there's
my gosh, you
enough,
finished it. Thank you, Craig. Oh my gosh.
there's enough
No, I
like
finished the floor.
Oh, darn it.
there's
Yeah,
enough
no, you're
history
right though. I mean,
proving
coming
that
from
CM
him,
Punk is yeah.
it's kind of it's a bit disingenuous, but
Uh,
Craig, where am I not spraying in this castle?
You just gotta keep looking. Just keep cramming that right D-pad. The drawbridge is something else completely. Like on these little keeps, I keep seeing little spots.
These
Yeah,
keeps are annoying. These
it's
towers.
Yep.
yeah.
Hey,
Oh
there it
my
goes.
gosh, there we go.
All
Sweet.
right, the moat still needs it.
Oh, what are these exit rocks? We still need it too.
Oh, someone called me.
Exit rock.
That's me.
Corey, have you played any with Andy at all of Lethal Company?
No, I don't have a
Oh
computer.
my.
I don't have a computer that can run that.
Oh, okay.
You don't know? I didn't know that.
No, I don't.
I've only played it
Yeah.
so far with Tim and Joel one night. It was fun though.
Yeah, even my work computer does not meet them. Yeah. PC
That's funny
games are
because like
pretty much
overall its
out.
graphic capacity it's like intentionally kind of bad looking. So
Yeah,
it's
but
kind
it
of
takes
funny
a lot
that
of it's coded and built in a way that
that
it
makes
looks like
sense.
that on
Yeah.
purpose, so then it actually takes up more power of your PC because
Hmm.
it's trying to emulate something that's not natural to how it's coded in.
It's an aesthetic that's on top of the framework of the game. Yeah.
Well, like if it was like we made this in Unity and we're using Unity
Yeah.
coding and stuff
Oh,
like that, it'd be
did they make it in Unity?
No.
No, it's
Oh.
it's like a home build thing. That's like its
Yeah.
own. They made their own
Oh.
they made their own engine for it, which like
It
Yeah,
was complete
Um,
indie.
that tracks.
so they would
Yeah.
need to emulate how that looks, and it's like takes up a ton of power or requires a ton of power to do that. Well, more power than you would think. Yes.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I think it has a fair amount of roguelike.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
The word is escaping
Well,
me. What's the word? Well, I guess the
roguelike is it's a fair, but there's a little less of the like almost nothing carries over.
Well, that's definitely road.
Well, in Rogue, there's things that can carry over between runs,
Yeah, I guess.
but in this, the only things that really carry over are your cosmetics. Oh gosh, your cosmetics,
Mm.
and then like the monster you've found their log will be saved. Otherwise, nothing.
yeah,
Which is
yeah. It's
really
definitely a
disheartening.
game. It's almost weirdly a game after playing it that like really made me like I wanted to understand the world they made, but I don't think
Yeah,
that there isn't it's just there to it just holds the game's like goals just enough together to make you wonder, but then like there isn't really
Yes.
anything else to it. So,
Correct.
which is fine. I mean, that's I think that was on purpose, so I can't really like blame them. But ooh,
Yeah, so
right.
one of the group that I play with, we've all used a mod to the point that we can play with, well, technically you could play with like 30 people, but we're afraid it would break it.
40
Yeah.
people.
Uh, I just fell. Dang it. But we played a couple times with 8 people, and it is hilarious with 8 people.
Eight people would be pretty funny, actually. Yeah.
Because you go like blasting out of the ship and just you just go.
You just. Oh yeah. It's like there's no. I've seen a couple seconds of people playing in big groups, and that it is pretty funny. Like yeah, like what you were saying, like 30 or 40 people.
Have you seen some of the crazy monsters?
I have. I mean, when I played, I saw some of them. I got killed by some like centipede that dropped on my head from the ceiling.
Okay.
I saw the what's the one they call like the plant man, who like he's more interested in hunting you than he is killing you. So he'll try and like he wants to sneak up on you. He's like obsessed with sneaking. So if you see him, you won't really do anything because he doesn't find that like enjoyable. So you can kind of weirdly like trick him.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen that one?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I've
okay.
done that fight.
You've probably seen more than me. I only played it that one night, so I'd like to play it again. But we went back to playing Call of Duty recently.
Yeah. Is anybody else getting that guy?
Yeah, I have actually started to get an echo now too. Only just in the last like 2 minutes.
Same.
Are you still there, Corey?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
He sits now and not recording important thing. Oh,
That's true. That is true.
It seems like it stopped.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I
Um,
really don't understand what that was about.
One of the enemies that I have not encountered yet, because it's on like one of the last couple planets that you have to pay a lot of money to go to. The game has a function in it that it records your voice as you're playing.
Oh, yeah, it does like to do a lot of voice shenanigans, doesn't it?
And there's these like mimic dudes.
I saw a video of one of those. They're terrifying, yeah.
And
Their
it's like
weird faces.
I'm so terrified of that happening because I guarantee it would trick me every time.
They can
'Cause
use
I know
the
I'd be,
teleporters too.
yeah.
So if you try and teleport one of your like teammates back, it can be one of them.
Oh gosh, that would just be nightmare. I still
Oh,
think fondly all the time of when we played that game at Joel's house. That it was like it was like some fan created game
like
within Half-Life.
yeah, where like the monsters, it was like a way over the top like horror game, but like not
Yeah,
even well done. And we just
yeah,
picked it because it was like everyone could easily play it. So you talk
yeah,
about when we were like, "Here, you tell the story," because I'm not sure
yeah. Well,
exactly what you're
because
referring to.
it was terrifying too, because you guys were all in one room, and then I'm over by myself in this one room that Joel's other computer is in, because
Yeah, in his
my
office.
laptop
Yeah.
was a potato, and and like we're all like, you gotta go through these like portals and then fight dudes that are in there. Like it was like a Silent Hill ripoff or something,
Yeah,
and
it
it
was.
was
I
like,
remember it was very. It took itself way too seriously and made it
oh yeah,
funny instead of scary for the
yeah,
most part.
and like we went through this portal or we were about to go through this portal and you either all died or you desynced or something, so I was the only one. And then like
Yeah.
all these spooky guys, they came at me all at once, and I'm like in there alone screaming, just like,
Well, what made it even funnier was because we were all in the other room. We're like, oh man, we all crashed. And we're like, well, is Craig still playing? And then right as like someone mentioned you, we just heard, "Hmm?" It's like, oh no, he's in there.
And that's like, I'm still not good with mouse and keyboard, but that's when I like
Mhm.
couldn't do anything mouse and keyboard. So like, it's harder to play. Uh,
Yeah, that I remember that game. It was so, like a bunch of the enemies were like in like beds, weren't they? And the beds would
I
like
think
float
so.
up into the air and then crash down on you.
I
It was like
think it
trying to
was.
be, yeah, very Silent Hill spooky, but
Yeah.
instead the graphics and just the weird like jankiness of the game made
Oh,
it
it was so
like
janky.
very just weird and jarring. And funny when you screamed.
Oh yeah.
Ah, oh, I did the parapet wall.
But a lot of it are these stupid stair
Oh man.
rail thing. So it's getting to a point where it's going to be harder to find the things we're missing. Oh, I got that one. Nice.
Yeah.
If you hit start and there's like the checklist thing, if you click on one of them, it will then highlight that thing in the world to be like, this is the thing you're looking for.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay. I just see that it's saying that, oh, the overhang is its own thing, huh? Let's see if I can. Where's that? Oh, eighth hole cleaned. Eighth hole cleaned.
Oh, okay. That cleaned. Nice.
Everything's so close.
This is always the worst part. You get at the end like this and you're like, where is it?
What could it be? So have you beaten this game all the way through?
All the main game, yes. And then they just added some other stuff recently. And then they've added a ton of DLC, some which are free, some are paid for. I've
Like
not
that Back to the
played the
Future
paid.
one?
Yeah, the Back to the Future one's paid for, and the SpongeBob one is paid for. I've thought about paying for the SpongeBob one just because, like, this is on Game Pass and I've played it so much and, like, yeah, what,
You enjoy, yeah.
I've enjoyed it enough to be like, well, I kind of want to give them, a little bit extra. It's like, yeah, they're getting money from Microsoft, but I can give them a little bit more.
Sure. You applaud their efforts to make a very friendly, enjoyable game.
The Final Fantasy VII DLC is really good. And then
Wait, when you said that, I was like, what are you talking about? But you mean there's Final Fantasy TLC for this game?
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's actually, Andy, when we finish this one and I stop the recording, I'll load a couple of them just so you can see them. And you will actually really like some of them. Because it's like two of them are
Impressive.
cleaning these like giant robots
Oh, that's pretty cool.
that look
Corey will probably
awesome.
even have even more appreciation because he knows more about Final Fantasy than me.
Yeah.
That is truly probably one of the largest gaps of any like pop culture nerd anything is I don't know all that much about Final Fantasy. And
You
it's
haven't
Well,
such a
played a
there's
lot of like
popular thing.
classic
What,
JRPGs at all.
what's that?
You haven't played a lot of like the old
It's
JRPGs at
true.
all, really.
Oh, sure. I guess I would say those are more like more niche. Like Final Fantasy's big enough where it could come up in a broader conversation, and I would be like, oh, I don't know anything about it.
Yeah. What's hard with Final Fantasy though is like for so many of the games, there's not really something that like truly connecting them.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of give them credit for that, that they're all kind of their own like one-off stories, more or less.
Yeah.
That's
But
kind
like
of
the
cool.
mechanics are so different for so many of them.
Yeah, every game is completely different.
Yeah. Whether it has a job system or materia or
Mhm.
all sorts of different things. Or the junctions. Is eight the junction? Is that what it's called?
Yes, can't stand that,
Uh,
man. It's so bad.
oh, but you can have so much fun making ridiculous broken characters.
If you have 90 hours of your life to spend to do that,
When I was in middle school, I did.
Like
Wait, what game?
Final
Final
Fantasy
Fantasy 8.
VIII.
Oh,
I don't even want to explain it. There's a function in the game where in order to use magic, you have to kill enemies.
You got to capture them.
You have to capture them. It's called junctioning magic with different, and so it just takes the fun away. Magic becomes a consumable basically.
Hmm. But
oh,
it is also how you get your stat points up higher.
Yeah.
So,
interesting.
like, for your attack to go up, you need to capture a bunch of these same monsters and then junction it to your attack. But then if
So
you use certain magics, you use some of the junction, and therefore your attack goes down.
in
Hmm.
order to be good at the game, in order to like do the thing that the game wants you to do, you need to go into every battle and let the enemies beat the crap out of you. And so you can raise your health up, and then while junctioning, you're like getting new junction magic to replace
Oh,
the junction magic that you're using, so you can get the crap beat out of you.
it is a odd combo.
Yes, when all that
It
can
An
is a
do,
odd
very
odd
grindy,
idea. Yeah.
when
but if you
all the,
do it right, you can beat the final boss in one hit.
Wow.
I'm sure you can.
I've never done
Is
that.
that
I've
a
never spent
common
that much
thing?
time. It can be a common thing. It's the common like joke of the game is that you can just break it.
Oh, I sort of like it when games are willing enough to do stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like they kind of know that like at the end of a game's life cycle, like that kind of funny stuff is what keeps it alive for a little bit longer.
Yeah. And
It's
then
like, all right, this
Corey just
doesn't make sense anymore, and nobody
uh,
cares. It's like it's fine.
oh, okay, I thought you meant this. I thought you were lost. Corey, were you one of the ones that hated Triple Triad?
Yes, I did not. I don't find it as offensive as I think people like to say that it is, but it is definitely not the worst mini game in Final Fantasy games. But I think the fact that the roles constantly change
Yeah.
and characters like, NPCs will just be like, I play by this rule set. And you're like, what in the world? And sometimes you have to do it. That like kind
Only
of
a
annoys
little
you.
bit. To
Yeah.
get some things, yes, you have to.
So I didn't like the Final Fantasy 9 one. You can, but the like weird Tetra or something, Tetra,
Oh, yeah.
whatever the heck. I didn't like that one. Freaking hate Blitzball from Final
I
Fantasy 10.
love I stinking love
Oh,
Blitzball. Oh my
oh,
gosh.
how do you like it?
I don't know,
First of all, it
man,
doesn't
but
even make sense.
it doesn't.
Like,
But as soon as you figure out how to
like
do it and just get like not to say get good, but kind of once you figure out the kind of simple mechanics of it, it's just like, oh, I'm gonna destroy these dudes.
so let me tell you about Blitzball, Andy. Okay, do you know what this is?
Yes, I kind of know enough about Final Fantasy X was the one that was like the right time, right place, right time, and I had friends that played it, so I know a little bit more about that one than the other
So
one.
imagine a sphere of water that materializes out of nowhere. And
Yeah.
now and it's in a stadium full of people, and the players can hold their breath forever and then kick a ball
Magic.
underwater, which is impossible. It just like you can't kick a volleyball and have it go underwater. It's just not gonna work, right? So like physically it makes no sense to me. And then like so then you're like, okay, this is like a sports game, right? It's like it should be like fast paced. But instead they turned it into a turn-based, like stat-based RPG system
Yeah.
where like you'll do you like attack each other and stuff, and you have stats on how to shoot the ball and all that. It just doesn't. It makes no
Man, now you're
sense.
making me want to play some Blitzball.
Hmm.
I desperately wanted them to make just a Blitzball game.
Yeah, well, because it probably would have been better if it was just all in standalone
That
game.
may be too.
Yeah, it's not inherently bad. It's the fact that it's like mixed in a game that it just doesn't like it tries to use the Final Fantasy X engine things with it.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh yeah, that's not a good engine for that.
But honestly, none of the I don't really like any of the Final Fantasy mini games like at all. I think I
You don't
never
like
liked.
chocobo racing?
No,
I
I
love
hate
breeding and
chocobos.
racing chocobos.
I only did it to get the ultimate weapon.
Yeah. At least with 10, you only have to play Blitzball once.
We, I lose as fast as I can, and
Oh, I win, and if I don't, I reset.
I don't remember. Does Final Fantasy 12 have a mini game? I can't remember
I guarantee they do, but it's been so long since I played it, I don't remember.
because I liked pretty much everything about 12. It's like
I
one
want
of
to
the
say
good
it was another
ones.
card game in 12.
Well, then I definitely didn't play it because I don't remember a card game.
I don't remember. It's been too long. I would love to replay that, but
That's a good one.
time. But it's the one that on the Switch you can play and do like super speed.
Right. And I know I
Um,
like 12. It's really good.
I would be considered to play. I would consider playing it since I could put it on super speed and
Yeah.
be nice.
Yeah.
It'd be a nice time.
Did I tell you about how bad Final Fantasy 16 is? Yeah.
Oh no,
Mm-mm.
didn't.
It's well, it's like really it's good if you just want to like watch the cutscenes, right?
Sure,
Because
it's
it's
hard to have
like
a bad looking AAA game now.
right. So it's like it's definitely because the cutscenes like the longest one is like 45 minutes. So you're like it's clearly just
Holy
meant to
moly,
be a
45
movie.
minutes.
Yeah. Crazy.
Ugh.
And the game is broken into episodes. So like you're like, this is just a mini series. I'm just watching a fantasy based mini series, you know?
Mm.
And so but they got rid of all the status effects, so there's no like burn or poison or anything like that. And the character, the enemy, the like the giant guy, Marlboro,
Mm-hmm.
whatever
Mm-hmm.
again, how his whole thing is that he poisons you and causes like 100 status
Yeah, he
effects.
causes you every status effect.
Right. Yeah. So there's no status effects in the game, so
But
fighting
then
him
he's not that
is
scary.
right. So yeah, they completely nerfed like every boss. Because
Oh.
there's nothing. You mash the attack. It turned it into like a Devil May Cry game, but without
Okay.
without the like complexity of Devil May Cry. So you just
Mm-hmm.
or you're just but actually no. I was like really sad about because I knew it was an action game, which I was fine
Sure.
with, but like I didn't expect it to just have no arc like JRPG aspects. Like leveling up is automated. You don't get to choose what you level up. You know, no skill points,
Ugh.
nothing. It's just you have a new level. Here's more health, basically.
Ugh.
Yeah, very basic. Like this is the surface level of what it could be considered a role playing game.
Did you ever did you ever play Final Fantasy 2?
Is that the one that doesn't work?
No, it worked.
Hmm.
Well, maybe not back in the day, but nowadays there's like I played it on the play when they made the PlayStation port.
Oh, okay. No, I never played two.
I hate that game. I
Yeah,
hate that game so much.
I really don't like the first four. I think they're all the first ones are boring.
Which game?
Final Fantasy 1 through 4.
Oh, the first ones.
Yeah, they're just boring.
I got that clean.
Like
That's
I don't
So
even
for
I in Final Fantasy 1, like I know how to get out of the main area. I
uh
don't know what to do after that. Like it's so convoluted and so open. I'm just like I don't know where you even go.
I would have known. There was a time I played heck out of those games. But in 2, they used the thing that I'm so glad they never did again, that like the RPG style of like you just have to use a thing to get better at it, which is a pretty true thing. But when you get to a thing like health, to make your maximum health go up, you had to lose like 75% of your
Yes.
maximum health in a battle
Well,
so you could get more maximum health. And so
they ch-
it's just literally just beating up your own guys for hours.
They tried to
to
do
be able
the
to fight bosses.
they tried to
Hate it.
do what like Oblivion did with like
Mm-hmm.
everything as a stat, like
Mm-hmm.
walking, jumping,
Oh,
punching.
I love that.
Right, but so they were like ahead of their time with that. But the other side is that they had no idea what they're doing.
Yes.
This just didn't work.
I have many. I had never beat it. I got to the final boss, and he is one of the jerkiest jerks that's ever jerked. And he just kept killing me over and over because he does this thing where it's like when you hit him with the last hit, I don't know how many times, it happens a couple of times, he gets all of his health back and he does a move that if you're not using defend, your guys just die.
Hmm.
So it's like, okay,
That's like
weird.
fighting Ruby Weapon and
Well, yeah,
in Final Fantasy
when the
VII.
battle starts and he immediately
It just
kills.
kills everybody in the town.
Yeah, you've got to have auto
Yeah.
Phoenix
Uh-huh.
equipped.
Yeah.
I beat that thing once.
I've gotten to it, but I can't be.
It's
I don't have the patience to level up my characters.
emeralds. The emerald weapon, not so bad. Ruby, ugh.
Ruby's the final one, right?
Well, you
Or
can
does it
fight Ruby and
diamond?
Emerald. They show up at the same time.
What's the
You have
hardest
to be
one
like,
though?
yeah, Ruby is way harder.
Because I think that's the hardest one. And there's like diamond weapon too, isn't there?
I think so.
Yeah.
Why won't this thing finish?
Yeah, I don't
Those
know. I don't
guys
know where
those
else to
guys show
spray
up
anymore,
in.
really.
Well,
Oh,
if you
battlement
push
wall.
start, Andy, and you can see the list of things.
Yeah, I was looking at it,
Spray.
but like, where do I, like, how do I
Stupid.
value? Now that I have it highlighted, it'll show it to me.
You gotta, yeah, then so when you find it in the world, it'll be lit up. It'll be
Oh,
like
okay.
flashing, pretty much.
Oh,
The
okay.
stinking crenellations that I'm trying to clean won't
Seventh
clean.
whole border is what we need to find.
Crenellations. I hear crenellations and
Annihilation.
I only think of Age of Empires. Yes, I finished it.
Yeah.
Oh man, Andy, I watched one of those from that guy that I watch play Age of Empire. Well, he doesn't, he does the commentating.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
And he had a community game where the map was Trogdor.
That's amazing.
That's
Yeah.
cool. Sarah and I were just talking about that the other day about when we played the Trogdor
Yeah.
board game with Joel and all you guys
Mhm.
in our apartment. It was really
I want to
fun.
play that again.
That
It
was
was a
like
well-made
Mhm.
co-op game.
very unique. Yeah. The fact that it was like working together against the game is
Mhm.
really cool.
A lot
That
of those
was pretty
suck.
clever.
A lot
Yeah,
of them
they
suck.
can be particularly
Co-op
clever.
against the game.
Mm-hmm.
Just they're either one of two. Most of the time, they're either impossible to win or almost impossible to lose.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Well, it says we have to clean the seventh whole border. And
Yep.
I'm spraying every part of it.
So the white part of it,
Yes.
courtyard turret route. First of all, where's the courtyard? Your spray terrifies
Oh.
me.
I just got one more little thing done.
Oh, it's that. Bet it's underneath. Yep. Come on, the last percent is just being a jerk.
It sure is, isn't it? Oh, I got another little tidbit. Another one.
Oh man. Moving now.
Yeah, it's just little things, but
Yep.
oh, what? Ninth whole small border. All right, I'm gonna lay all the way down. Spray this real good.
Castle internal wall. Oh gosh, more crenellations.
It still says I've recorded it, and it still
Oh,
says it's 98%. I don't know what else I
Oh, we got it.
do.
good job. Let me find you. This betcha. Is it under here?
I'm spraying the highlighted parts. Oh,
Castle Keep overhang.
I've
Oh,
still said it's 98%.
99. Yeah, we're still at 99.
I mean, the thing that I'm trying to clean.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Sometimes it's just a jerk. Oh, I found it.
Or
Sure, it would finish it on the inside. Oh, here's more. There it is.
there you
There
go.
you go. All right, let's find these
Mm-hmm.
crenellations. Oh, right here. Oh, great. Oh, probably underneath. Yep. Hello, crenellation.
Hello, Newman.
Oh, my laptop is about to die.
Golf ball
Oh,
return supports.
We're so close. Oh, there's another one. Don't die on me.
whoa. How did they just get launched up in the air like that?
Why? No. Yay. Oh, there's three things left.
Keep Castle Battlement Wall.
Golf ball return supports.
Hey,
10.
that's what I'm spraying right now, right?
Oh,
Yeah, I was trying to spray them too because I noticed that they were still highlighting. It's like in the back here. We should probably use
castle. Keep
what's that,
battlement.
that, I need the longer extension. And I want what's the super turbo nozzle? There we go. There we go. That worked. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying now, Craig. It kind of like rotates. It's like woo, the
Yeah.
like super spray nozzle.
Uh-huh.
Castle wall buttress.
I don't know what the buttress is.
So normally a buttress is like the thing that kind of like hangs off of a turret, but like I don't feel like any of these are buttresses, if I'm being honest. So I don't really know what
Yeah, I
the
don't feel
game
like
is
I've seen.
referring to.
Come on. Come on. Nope.
Castle Keep battlement wall.
Yeah, just the top wall. It's not even
I
like
sprayed that like a
the
million times.
outside. It's like, come on. Finish. do not remember this wall giving me this problem. Have you found the buttress
Yeah,
yet?
no, still not quite sure what it means by that. So I don't know what buttresses. Well, I guess it's a flying buttress, which is just the funniest phrase ever made by people.
Oh,
But
wait. I guess I'll.
it's like, oh,
Oh,
oh my gosh.
was
Okay,
that the
that was
wall?
the battlement wall. So now we just have to
Okay.
do the buttress.
Mine still says it's not. Oop. Okay. Oh, more than one. Then that's just can't find it on the list.
I'm looking on the list, yeah, and I can't even find the one that's not done. I guess I should be looking at on the
Oh, there we
thing
go.
that says
Castle
clean or
wall
not clean.
buttress. It's alphabetical.
Oh, there it is.
The
98%. So now I can highlight it, and now from here, what do I do?
it should it should be glowing.
Glowing.
There's four of them. We did three of them.
Hmm. Oh, it's probably these things.
Mhm.
But I can't get
Probably one
anything to
thing.
glow. These?
Yeah, I can't find anything.
What does it say when you look at it? Corbel.
Card. Oh, it's not a. Okay, it's called a corbel. Okay. So what's a buttress? What's the buttress then?
Internet. What's a buttress?
It's a thing that helps hold up the tower. That's all I can. The
Oh,
best
is it
way I can.
this? Is it these? Here it is. Here it comes.
Spray it, Craig. Spray it. Oh my
Yay!
gosh. What
And then
was
you
it?
get the time lapse of a really bad angle.
So where do I go from here?
But
Whee!
human.
Yay! Time lapse complete. And this is where I will say goodbye to the streaming thing. Whether or not I use this, we'll
Indeed.
never know.